Hey guys, it's Matthias here, and today I'm going to do a quick review on the Milwaukee Heated Jacket. This is the new camo version that's just been released. So let's open it up and I'll tell you a quick story about my Milwaukee experience. So I'll pull this one out of the box for starters. Here we go, and here we have the beautiful camo print. So now before we unpack this one, I do want to tell you guys that I already own the Milwaukee black tough shell jacket, which is the same as the camo one, but the material on this one is a little bit harder. Material seems very durable jacket. I've been using this one for quite a while now. No marks, doesn't stain, but the material, when you put it on, so now I'm wearing my Columbia titanium jacket, which is great for winter. But I'm gonna give you guys a comparison now of the two jackets so you could actually see the material difference, and that's the reason of me buying the new camo jacket. So first we're gonna put on the classic Milwaukee one. This is the tough shell, so this is the premium quality one. So I'll put it on, zip it up, and it does feel good. It's very elegant, looks good. One thing that I can't stand about Milwaukee is these battery packs. So we're going to get into that in the second stage of the video. So the jacket looks good. The material, have a look at my arms. Not bad. It feels a little bit tight. And this is a medium size as well. Okay, so I'm going to remove this, which is the battery housing, and I'll put that aside, and I will show you two differences with the two new housings that are available. So now, out to the camo jacket. So this is the box, and this is the current model number in Australia. So it's just the latest camo jacket with the tough shell stretch polyester on it. All right. So now let's carefully pull the jacket out. There it is. So as you guys can see, this jacket does have a very interesting print on it. And there it is. So first thing, I will put it on. Ah, wow. Definitely feels different to the black one. Oh, I love it. So I went with the medium because the medium actually goes to my wrists nicely. The large was actually going down below my hands, which was a little bit awkward. This one fits nicely. It's a nice, tight, snug fit. Now again, with the arms, not sure if you can see, but this whole jacket is much softer. So this material here is actually very pleasant to touch, and it definitely feels different to this black one. Two different materials there. This is like a nice stretchy soft one. This one here is more of a scratchy. You can definitely see the texture in there. They're both waterproof, windproof, and scratch proof. Pretty much anything proof. I've never had any problems with my jackets. So there you guys have it. This is the new camo jacket. Much nicer texture. Now, I'm not a big fan of this actual camo print. I do wish they did one in black, gray, or a different color, but unfortunately, they've actually partnered up with the company. Let me see if I can, it's somewhere on the back. The company, Milwaukee partnered up. Here it is. It's called Edge. Realtree Edge. So that's the brand there, guys. So Realtree Edge are the designers, and they partner up with Milwaukee. and Milwaukee added all the latest tech into this. Now, before we finish up the video, I am going to show you now the new options. So this one here came with my original Milwaukee jacket. It literally just holds the battery and you can charge your phone, but you can't charge this device. Now, the new one, which is in the back here, that one comes out. Now, this one here, compared to this old one, on the very bottom of it has a USB port. So now it's fantastic to actually charge your jacket in your car or from the power point through a USB generic. This is, you know, a classic USB, micro USB plug. Much better and more advanced. You know, looking at the size, same size. If anything, this one actually looks like is a bit better in design, because the old one used to go a bit more sideways, but now they've actually swapped and they put the USB port on the top. So if I hold it like this is the correct direction for both of them. You can actually see the USB port sticking out on this one. On this one here, it comes up more, so it's more flush. So it actually takes up less room than the old one. This one here was definitely sticking out, protruding. See, now they put it on the top and it's actually in line. So they managed to make this part here much slimmer. So this is definitely a good upgrade. But before we finish the video, there is one more part that I want to show you, and it's the latest adapter. So this means you can actually use your M18 batteries, and you can plug your regular 2 amp hour or 3 amp hour slimline battery and carry it in your jacket. So now, if I pull out my 3 amp hour, my high output one, and this one actually uses the new 21/7000 cells. This older one, M18, uses the 18650 cells. All right. Check this out. Standard 2 amp hour, or this is 1.5 amp hour battery. This clicks in here. Like this. Now I can actually plug my jacket in. So now, instead of carrying one of these, now I'm just trying to see if I have the battery here. I actually accidentally left the battery downstairs. But it doesn't matter, because I will continue the comparison with this 2 amp hour battery that actually came as part of the kit, even though I insisted I really didn't want another 2 amp hour battery, because I actually wanted a M12 3 amp hour battery, but unfortunately they couldn't swap it out, and that was $100. And I was like, ooh, well, let me just first experiment with this adapter. So I'm gonna unpack the 2 amp hour battery as well. Gotta use a screwdriver to open it. There we go. So I'm gonna pull out the 2 amp hour battery, nicely unwrap it, and insert it into the new housing here. So now let's compare the two housings. So we have the M12 with the 2 amp hour battery. So they're about the same height. This one here is a little bit taller. Now, see there? Thickness wise, I mean, they're almost the same, really. I would say that this pack here is just a bit over 1.5 times as much as this one in size. So if this one's 50%, I would say this one is like 75-80%. Definitely not double the size. Now, if we install this battery pack into the back pocket, it also fits nicer. It doesn't move around, and actually it seems to be better placed because it's nice and flat. So when it sits in the back pocket, it feels like it's less awkward because it fits flat and flush against my back. if I put in this round one, I kind of wish Milwaukee put the pockets on the side as well, you know, not on the back, because when you're sitting down and you're trying to drive, it's in the way. But imagine if it was on the side here. You can move easy, you can sit, nothing protruding in the back. So sometimes I actually chuck these batteries into my front pocket like this. Not too bad. If we use this one and we put it into the back pocket, it's definitely smaller. Definitely takes up a lot less space. But it kind of flops around a lot. So this is definitely a personal preference. I'm actually just testing this now, guys. So sorry for taking a little while on actually explaining. But I wanted to pretty much explain the 3 various housings. So we have the old generation one without the charger, new generation one with the USB charger, and then the adapter, which is great for using. So let's say if I go to the field, guys, no joke, I'm going to take my 3 amp hour high output battery. This one's 18 volts at 3 amp. So we're pretty much going to times the voltage with the amperage. So for example, with a 2 amp hour, 12 volt, we get 24 watt hours. With a 2 amp hour, 18 volt, we get 36 amp hours. Now we have the 3 amp. So now we can add 18 more to 36, which is going to give us a quite impressive number. But also, this one uses the newer 21 7000 cells. So it means that this battery is going to literally last all day. Even if it was on high, I'm there for hours and hours and hours. And I feel like this is definitely going to be a huge addition to the big jobs, or when you're actually out for, you know, half a day. It just sits there, you know, doesn't really protrude on the front pocket. You know, I can easily walk around. Weight wise, I would probably say that this one here, it almost weighs about 1 kilo, guys. Nah, jokes. Half a kilo. Probably not actually even. I'm wrong. 400 grams. But it is heavy. Like, definitely compared to this. You know, you guys got to judge, because, like, it doesn't really seem heavy to me. For what it's going to do, this one here is going to outlast this battery maybe 3 or 4 times. Anyway, I'm literally just making this up as I'm going. Kind of doing some math in my head just to get an idea of the numbers and the watt hours. But this battery here would definitely outlive everything else. And I am going to do a day test where I'm going to test the 3 amp hour battery, which is quite slim, you know, definitely a different size compared to like the 5 amp hour. You can definitely see. This one here, the 5 amp hour, would definitely be too chunky if I tried having that in the jacket pocket. But I am a fan of these new adapters. Yep, so definitely I need to work on the batteries, because today I was out with my black one. I kind of call this like the neoprene because it's a bit harder and, you know, doesn't flex as easily. And I had the 2 amp hour battery in there. And I was out just the morning and the battery was dead before lunch. And I really wasn't using it on high as much. Maybe the battery's already been used up a little bit. But just the performance life, I'm not happy with it. This here, again, it's just the feel. You know, I love using this one if I'm just going out for a couple hours, 3-4 hours, chuck it in my front pocket. And if I'm going to buy the 3 amp hour battery, it's going to be way better. Anyway, guys, that's enough. I've explained. This jacket is awesome. I love it. And I will catch you on the next video. This was just a quick review between the 2 Milwaukee Tough Shell jackets, the black one and the brand new camo one. Feels great. I love it. Oh, I feel so comfortable in it already. So can't wait to put this one into the test and see how it performs. Thank you, guys. And I'll see you on the next one.